want it. I'm a bitch. Bitch. Fucking like bitch. Shit.
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time now. It's Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all. Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Words of chief.
And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Nice hooks. Clean jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Just missed with that hook. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Good one. Swing up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones. Here we go. It's round 2. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
You're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got a dummy shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's It's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Beautiful counter shot. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And they block the right uppercut. Straight right, just missing. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Needs a knock.
Let's get it started in round 3. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter shot. Couldn't land that jab. Nice counter shot. That punch landed. These fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Does well to block that left jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. He threw a punch and just got countered. Offense all the time. He got out of the way of that right hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Roy Jones. Back at it in round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
In the early rounds of the fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamorous is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Pensacola's finest is down. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Continue.
referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into the fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. There's the bell to start round 5. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to block.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Well done with that counter shot. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Beautiful counter punch. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle it?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain.
And he scores with the counter. Oh, that punch. A perfect counter lands. How about that time counter shot? You don't want to trade shots.
Oops.
And as we watch it again, that punch took the wind out of him and the will to continue. Talking about Crawford in that last round. His legs are gone. There's the bell to start round 6. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Perfect counter shot. They exchange punches. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. He can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Look back in the history book, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are honest, fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Nice counter. That jab doesn't find a home. That counter punch caught him clean. Good counter punch. And this with that jab. That left hook missed. Straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Roy. there's the bell for round 7. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Good counter punching. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You have a fight that's got that great footwork, that great hand speed. It's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Swing and a miss with that jab. Unlucky to miss with that jab. That counter shot lands. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Catch and shoot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Another scoring shot there. Punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
Here's when you talk about
Get out there and switch on.
Round 8, and we're off again. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
an amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, they're training, they're conditioning.
Bitch. Let's fucking go, man.
He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
That's lights out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Take a hard time.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up, they've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Good punch. Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. How do you feel about that split decision victory?
Fight on,
The weather. Here comes the silly. Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. Misses with the straight left. Joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. It is a sunny and hot day, and yes, we're outside, Johnny. No air conditioning or air con, as you say in the UK.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze and the wind. You've got the heat and the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire, Tom. They're on fire in the ring.
Perfect counter shot. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
He misses with that straight left. How about that time counter shot? One punch can change the entire complexion of this fight. Through the straight left, but it won't score. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Kelly in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious. Here we go. It's round two. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you won that hands down.
This is the type of fighter that would say, I don't even want rounds. Let's just fight until one of us can't stand up anymore.
Oh, this is a slugger right here in front of them. These kind of fighters, they want to get hit in the face because it cheers them on. They want to stand there and fight in the trenches.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Misses with the straight left. Can they figure out the combination to this set?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. That jab doesn't find a home. This fight has a real good flow to it. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Talk about Kelly in that one. on to the third. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot. Failing to score with that right hook. That counter shot lands. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Figure out the combination to this safe.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They blocked that right hook. Just misses with that uppercut. Miss that jab. Good defense on that right hook. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Kelly in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round? Back at it in round 4. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you won that hands down.
Exchange punches. Beautiful counter shot. That jab misses. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Well done with that counter shot. How much confidence do you build when your opponent's hitting you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protection, everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so much to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I gotta respect both of them. More than happy.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Hold it right there. Ooh, Kevin Kelly took a sharp shot there. Let's talk about Kelly in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a terrible round. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not to the sense of the comeback.
Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. Here's a scoring blow. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Missing with that right hook. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking it down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart.
Oh, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Kevin Kelly just got rocked. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Kelly in that. This is the beginning of round 6. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you won that hands down.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Hook won't score. Well, you know with featherweights, the hands are going to be flying. A lot of punch output.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use pain as a draw.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Good defense there to stop that hook. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Good counter punching. One punch could change everything in this battle. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Kelly in the round 7. Here we go. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Defense is not an option for these two. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Nice counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. That left uppercut doesn't score. Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Missing with that jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Let's talk about Kelly in that last round. And we enter the 8th round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
I wouldn't be surprised if they stopped this fight considering the swelling and the bruising. So the referee says fight on. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Both men step back for just a moment. That hook just can't find the target. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. What a tough way to lose it by split